So we're gonna start with top 8 of Canada Cup. It starts right about here. So yeah, Canada Cup was really sick, by the way. I don't know if you guys got to see this event, but it was a really good one. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was the Street Fighter was really great. I thought the what's it called? The Marvel was really good too. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm back. I'm back to streaming. You know, I've been thinking about streaming, and I want to stream a lot more than I currently do. I've just been real busy with travel, but I realized that November and December, I have much less. My travel schedule is much less than it currently is. So that's pretty nice. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, did you guys see that news? Right, I saw that today too. The news, in case you guys missed it about Marvel, is that there is a 20th Century Fox is thinking about selling most of its stuff to Disney. And it's basically implied that that includes the rights to the X-Men and all their Marvel characters. Yeah, the NA regional final will be really good. We'll do a little preview of that probably Wednesday on the stream. But yeah, so here it is. This is top 8 for Canada Cup. Let's get into this analysis. What about the USF4 tournament? If you link me the USF4 tournament, we can watch that. I'll watch like top 3 or something.
Right, yeah, just recently. The other side of winners is Justin Wong against
I will definitely do some match analysis on Street Fighter 4 if you link me.
Start off with this. Problem X beat Ricky Ortiz in order to make it into top 8.
Link me that Ultra.
Dogura had to beat
We'll watch it. We'll watch it.
And that's not to mention pools, all right? That's past pools.
Yeah, I saw Dogura say that 801 Strider was handsome. Dogura just got married. That's the funniest part, right? Is he just got married. Yeah, the X-Men and Disney is this. That Fox, who owns the X-Men, have announced that they're going to sell, or there's a rumor that they'll sell most of their properties to Disney. Most of the company would go to Disney, and that's it implied, obviously, that includes the X-Men and the other Disney characters they have. So this is an interesting matchup. I think that for Problem X, he really needed to win this match to do well in this top 8. Because if Problem X loses this matchup, when he goes down to loser's bracket, he has to play the winner of Itabashi and Strider. And those are 2 really tough matchups for Bison. So, yeah, he was in a tough spot here. I think that this matchup is probably even. There's a lot of situations where Bison can sort of get going against Dogura. And I don't think Dogura likes to sit there and block. He's definitely a guy who likes to do stuff. So against Bison, it's pretty tough. But this is a really great set. This is one of my favorite matches in the tournament. Roundhouse Scissor, you got to check him. Whoa. Man, is this 720? Why does this look so ugly to me?
It's pretty
all right.
hands-off for the most part.
No anti-air. It's not easy to anti-air that Urian jump roundhouse. At pretty far range. Damn, back throw. I don't know how much you guys know about Urian's throws, but Urian's back throw and forward throw have the same frame advantage. The difference is that back throw from Urian leaves you much closer than forward throw. A forward throw would leave you more like back here, right? It's a little bit further distance, which means some of the setups you get to do are slightly different. So, hey, whiteboard, why don't you delete? Why can't I delete my whiteboard? Uh-oh. What's happening here? This is bad. Why can't I delete the shit I drew on the screen? Hold on. Refresh this. Alright, there we go. Top 8 of the USF4 tournament. Thank you. Man, for a second there, it wouldn't let me. I had to refresh the thing. Air to air. Wow. He was going to cancel that into V-trigger. Meaty. I wonder why he got hit by that. Maybe he thought he was going to go to the other side. He's not in V-trigger, but that was a good choice. I like that choice. Yeah, I think that this is a fine choice in this scenario. When the mirror comes out here, I think it's perfectly fine to forward dash and corner yourself here so that you don't get sandwiched on the mirror. I think that this is a perfectly fine situation. And clearly Dogura was not ready for it. And now he's out of the corner. I think that was totally worth it.
moves well. Like I said, his movement is excellent. Dogura still has another V trigger ready.
Oh, what?
Oh, what an anti-air. That's actually one of his main ways of anti-airing Devil's Reverse. So he can hit Roundhouse, but it'll trade oftentimes, and he can use Armored Headbutt, but that or EX Headbutt are his main answers to anti-air in this situation. But he missed his tackle.
A wake up 3-frame, a light kick.
No anti-air. If he got anti-air down jab there, he would have killed him. But yeah, nice work to Problem. Problem X has been killing it lately, honestly. He has so many CPT points. It's crazy.
4 to 3 frames was the most significant buff of the season change. And I'm really glad someone
I wish he would have slid that. Nice. Okay. So yeah, that's what you want to do. If Urian is looking for the up anti-air, that's when you have to be ready on the ground to slide or move forward.
Makes his way in.
Yeah,
he uses the fear so well.
All right. Just counter buffer.
A lot of different stuff in there. Instant fireball, delay fireball, not cancel.
Damn, you see how far away that was? I like that he empty jumps. So, like, this is a really good idea. Jumps, he tries to check the landing, and then he gets a whiff punish preemptively, right? This is a preemptively done move, because oftentimes when you jump in a game like Street Fighter, when you jump and you're not going to hit a button, or you're out of range of them from anti-airing, characters will always try to check you on the ground, right? That's what Dogura does. He sticks out a button to try to check him, but he gets clipped instead for it. When is Capcom Cup? December? Yeah, he spent all that bar. Uh-oh, the side switch? Yeah. Back throw? Yeah, you don't want to deal with a throw. Oh man, he did it again. He's got second mirror, but second mirror is really maybe people don't know this about maybe people don't know this too much about Urian, but his second mirror activation is really not that threatening unless he has a setup for it. So unless there's some kind of setup that he has in mind, or he has you cornered, the second mirror is not that threatening, because when you cancel, it's pretty scary. Is the EU still free? Hell no. Problem X has been fucking everybody up. I think that if you sleep on Problem especially, like, he's killing it right now. Obviously, I think always Phenom and Luffy, people like talk about. But yeah, Problem is ridiculous. He's so good.
Alex Myers is also in that pool.
Yeah, this is an interesting match though. The ground game is kind of weird because Urian, he's a little worried about some of Bison's buttons and if they play up close ground game, but he obviously has way more movement than Bison. Yeah, he caught him moving. Dogura does not like to sit still. You see that? Counter hit again. Hit another button. Look at that. 3 times in a row, Dogura is doing stuff, right? So he gets a jump in here. After the scissor kick, Dogura is moving, right? He's probably jumping. My guess would be jump. Because he just gets hit by standing like hit grounded, right? Non-counter hit. So I'm guessing he's jumping. Takes knockdown. Counter hit. So he's trying something again. Maybe wake up roundhouse to be throw. And down jab again. All right, so that's like 3 times in a row hitting buttons. And then he even does it again. Side switch. Class, this is a pretty standard mix-up. He's not going to get stunned here. Next hit will stun. And the next sub will be a thank you very much to Ichigeki1 for subscribing to the channel. Thanks very much. Oh shit, is he dead? EX? Nice work. That was a super good air-to-air. This is actually one of Problem's biggest strengths because, to be honest with you, yeah, I mentioned this earlier, right? The ways to deal with Devil's Reverse for Urian, roundhouse is one way. The other ways are armored headbutt. So if he has V-skill activated, he can downcharge an armored headbutt, or EX headbutt. That's the other way to do it. But the thing about Problem is he's very good at air-to-airing people. When he downcharges as Bison, lots of people will naturally jump because they see Bison crouching and they're just like, well, he's charging. I don't want to sit here and deal with this. So he gets the juggle, activates the V-trigger, flames, EX. Very nice. Yeah, Problem is really good.
Dogura was keeping his eyes on slide and activate, so he jumped up into the air. Problem X had the exact right call.
That was beautiful. Jump strong, psycho
Up fireball. If you're Problem, that's like free dash. Damn, he got right over.
He's not worried about
Yeah, Dogura has to respect. He has to respect a lot of this. Mistimed meaty. This series is really cheap.
some work. He hasn't really had it.
This is really hard to deal with, this throw loop situation in the corner, because standing light kick is +2, which you can see Problem tries to do a button there, which you can't hit a button there. Even if you hit a 3-frame, you're stuck.
In the set, he's got it now.
Counter hit. Yeah, this is brutal.
Here we go. Mix up in the corner. Yep.
One more for stun.
Could have gotten the stun if he had chosen a different ender.
I guess he could have done EX tackle instead of headbutt. Headbutt did the most damage there, and man, avoiding the puddle. His bank account's not damaged, but thanks very much for the $4.99. I'm sure in the piles and piles of money you got, that's it's not even a small dent. Hope you're enjoying the new place, by the way. I haven't seen you stream too much lately. Damn, that buffer is Dogura's a fucking caveman, dude. He's such a crazy person, right? He gets hit all the time. He's always doing something. Like, always doing something, right? Like, he blocks plus frames. He gets clipped low. Like, he's just swinging with jab after he gets hit by stuff. Like, he is wild. Almost as wild as Unsung Hero with the 4 months. Thanks very much for the subscription. He's swinging. Like, Dogura's always doing stuff. That's why I felt like against Bison he might be in trouble, because Bison's good at dealing with that. Nice. Save the bar. Yeah, he can kill. There it is. That's the hard part about this situation for Problem. This neutral jump basically seals the deal. And yeah, I agree with commentary here. I wish he would have done down strong, EX tackle here. EX tackle would have probably stunned, although I'm not sure that he would have killed with that much life back, but it would have been fine. Urian players all cavemen? I don't know, but Dogura is for sure a caveman. Yeah, Capcom Cup is December, early December, like 8th or something. Also, man, I was talking to GamerB about this. I want you guys to look at my man GamerB's cuffs back here. Do you see how big the cuffs on his pants are? This is crazy. This is like some fashion tech that I'm not sure about. Like, you can see the guy next to him. Look at how high his pants are. His pants are yanked up as high as GamerB's cuffs. I actually can't believe how high the cuffs are on his pants. It's like a triple cuff or something. It's really high. I can't believe it. I was talking to him about that. I was like, is that like the fashion thing? I asked him. I was like, look, is that like a fashion thing in Europe? Is that, or in Asia, is that something that like you guys do, like the big cuff or whatever? And you know what he said to me? He said, these are expensive jeans and I'm too short. I'm so short that they're too long. And I was like, damn, that's actually, it's not even a fashion thing. It's legit. He's just fucking too short and he won't get him hemmed. I was like, why don't you just get him altered? And he said, no time. He doesn't have time. He's too busy. And with cuffs like that, I can't blame him. Those are fucking wild.
I like that he checked inside of Problem X's frame traps with jab. That was big.
I've worn a suit before. I know how they ride up. What does that mean? What's riding up on the suit? Whoa, look at this guy. Bored Urian in the background.
Yeah.
Not even excited about it.
But remember, at Canada Cup last year, second place went to Phenom, guys. So, you know, it'd be cool to see Europe also get second.
This neutral in this matchup is so weird, honestly. Because Urian is really scared to do any fireballs because obviously he can just throw them back. So he can't really throw any fireball that's not up fireball. Or charge fireball, which is kind of risky, right? Because he can jump it. You can't really, like, just go up to Bison and start swinging because Bison has really good counter poke buttons. He has really good buttons for when you're coming at him. Not to initiate always, but when you're moving towards him. Who's winning LCQ? Do you mean the NA regional LCQ or do you mean the Capcom Cup LCQ? Trade on the headbutt. Yeah, wild headbutt in neutral too. See, you can't throw fireball. Yeah, you just gave him a free. I like the V skill. That was a sick anti-air. I think that this is something I'd like to see more from Dogura in neutral. Because Bison doesn't have a full screen threat, I'd like to see him do more V skill from right here. I think Capcom Cup LCQ, I think I might like Nemo to win. But yeah, I think that, what's it called? I think that he should V skill more in neutral. Because it's better against Bison. He doesn't have full screen threat. Also, this slide anti-air, beautiful. That was really well done. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that. I think Nemo is going, yeah. What did he throw him out of there? Maybe tackle? Yeah, you're stuck there. There's a big gap there. A lot of people will respect this. But you can 3-frame through,
Love that.
fireball throw into that. You can also reversal.
Oh, yes! Perfect timing.
He was waiting for it.
It's a very common follow-up.
Roundhouse, yep. Got him. There we go. That was good work. There was a coverage from every option from Dogura. When he does Devil's Reverse here, this is very smart.
Oh, yes! Perfect timing.
So he tries the Devil's Reverse, and then after blocking the head stomp, he hits Roundhouse in case he comes back. And then when he dashes here, he's ready with a low medium kick. This is really good coverage. He had both options covered.
Medium kick into the Aegis combo. Still has one mirror left.
Overhead mirror. Yeah, that's probably the only safe activation you have, and that only works in the corner.
Will Dogura just sit there and take it? Will he just block?
Got him. Yeah, you can't down jab. You can't down jab carelessly against Bison.
Dash up crouch light kick. Very simple. Very simple. It's gonna take it for Problem X.
If you think the opponent's going to try to press buttons, then that's what you do.
Isn't he too far away to 3-frame between that? You'll connect with him as he's moving forward. Oh, he did strong blast, so he didn't get the combo. You can connect with him as he's moving forward, especially if you have a further range like 4-frame, it works too. I think the fireball throw is like plus double digit or plus 5, but down forward fierce is like plus 13 or something. So there's a gap.
Walk speed is ass, but that's part of what opens
Damn,
up.
he really wanted a frame trap.
Right, and that's what makes him
I like the
that much
dash.
better as a Bison than everyone else. Everyone else who tries to walk with him feels like
Yeah, that range that Dogura is moving around in, this range right here, right after the orb, this is a pretty tough range to play against Bison because his counter poke on down strong and counter poke fierce, these buttons are both really good. Really good. You do have to be careful using fierce against Aegis though, because fierce is -6. You can reversal Aegis it.
So they resort to dashing and doing really silly things.
I'm not sure that was a meaty, but Problem X respected it. Plus frames, yeah. That standing light kick throw is guaranteed on block.
Counter hit again. Lots of wake up.
Oh, that was good. He hasn't gone for that setup yet. I like that.
Buttons right now from Problem X getting counter hit a lot. But again, that's the temptation that you get when you have that.
A Foxy G. Your name would be so sick if it was Foxy G. Guaranteed. You can't do anything there but tech. That's all you got. Wow, he tried a neutral jump. Interesting. When he does standing light kick on block, I don't know what Problem does here if he just blocks it out. It's +2. And if you don't know how throws and strikes work in this game, +2 is the magic number for setting up throws, because +2, you have a 5-frame throw. That means that even if their 3-frame button comes out, it collides with your throw on the same frame and your throw wins. So +2 is the magic number for setting up throws. That's why it's so good for Urian.
See, now all those media attacks are going to open up. But see, Problem X still hitting.
+1, and he just backdash. Backdash is not a bad option there, because it would just air reset you out of standing light kick if you went for it. So that's not a lot of damage. Backdash is a pretty okay option against in +1 scenarios.
Definitely more active right now. Definitely more active right now.
Oh, yeah, he had to activate there. He would have been unsafe, -4.
No meter spent. Yeah, he has gotten so much payback.
Does he respect the headbutt? Uh-huh. Hella plus. All right, nothing left. Yeah, he's out of juice. Now you just wait him out. Don't let him EX tackle mirror. That's unsafe. Okay, close mirror. Good. He tried to punish it. That was the best thing he could do. That was the best thing that he could do. Oh shit. Absorb it. He has another projectile. Yep. Armored right through. I told you there's a bigger gap in that than most people think. Wow. He hit way too slow of a button. He didn't challenge the negative frames how he should have. After blocking a move that's -2 like that, he should have done something like thank Ragnar the Blood Edge for subscribing with Twitch Prime, or he should have done something like down strong. But standing fierce is too slow. This is actually a really good point. Against a character who has a 4-frame button, if you block something that's -2, you should always hit a 6-frame button, a 6-frame medium, because it'll always beat whatever they do afterwards. Yeah, that was a bad challenge from Problem. Let's actually do a little math. Let's do a little math on the frame data here. But yeah, that was a bad button to do from what's it called? That was a bad button to do from Problem. I can explain why -2 with the 4-frame character that a 6-framer is the best in a second here, but yeah, I think that the fireball release is like +6 or something from Bison. Let me look. Or +5. Something like that. It's some number that's pretty big, but not big enough to guarantee what Bison players always do after. All right. It's something big. I don't remember what it is. Plus 13? Jesus. Double digits. What's the name of that down forward fierce move? Is it Psycho Axe or something? Right? Isn't that the name of it? 18. All right. So I'll show you guys what I mean about Bison's pressure. So I was talking about this scenario right here. The reason Dogura can armor out of this, if you look at the frame data on Bison's, so first you look at the advantage on his V skill release is plus 13, right? So he is plus 13 on V skill release, which is pretty plus, but the startup on down forward fierce is 18 frames, which means that even if he's on frame, he's perfect timing on his down forward fierce. There's a 5-frame gap between down forward fierce and the V skill release. So you can actually do something there to interrupt it, which is why the armor worked in that scenario. But yeah, so what Problem should have done there is probably crouching medium punch. It's a 6-frame medium. It's a 6-frame medium button. And if you don't know much about frame data in Street Fighter V, when you block a move like this, that's -2. The most optimal thing to do against a character like Urien has a 4-frame jab. So here, the most optimal thing is down medium punch. It's 6 frames. The reason that is that even if Urien does a crouching jab, right, at -2, your 6-frame medium punch will beat it because of the priority system. So a lot of people, when there's a -2 move, they'll just do whatever their fastest attack is, and this isn't right. That's not the proper thing that you should do. What you should do instead is challenge with the best button that you can. And the reason you want to do a medium is not just because it does more damage. A medium attack adds gray, and oftentimes the medium attack cancels into better special moves than a light attack. So even though he's -2 here, and he has a 4-frame jab, and if you think to yourself, wow, he has a 6-frame button, the math says that they're going to hit on the same frame. And that means that Bison will win because the medium attack has priority over the jab. So right here, Fierce was a bad idea. Fierce is the reason he lost this. If he was smarter about his frame choice there, right, then he would have actually won, right? But forward medium punch after that is he's just taking a big risk.
And then the towards medium punch is going
Maybe he read that Dogura would respect it, but he should just go be safe and be on frame, you know what I mean?
To keep his eye on having that V skill.
Yeah.
Good stuff by Dogura.
I mean, you know, Problem X was like, oh, he doesn't have meter this time.
Right.
He can't EX headbutt.
I don't know that it was more greedy. It was more like he chose the wrong option.
Dogura threatening to get into the grand final, into the winners finals.
Yeah, he's caught him low there a few times. He caught him. He should have been on frame with down strong.
Dogura sits there.
Down strong is the right option. And that's one thing that many people do not do properly in this game is they don't reversal with the best button they could. You got to take advantage of the priority system and really give you the best chance, right? Down strong is your best chance there. There's a punish. I like that backdash. Man, Dogura is always moving. It's crazy.
Maybe Europe has something to say about that.
Yeah, certainly. Problem X waiting it out. He's got a life lead now and chooses to back off with it. He doesn't want to take a risk, it seems, of getting ageist. But we'll see.
Yeah, you got to think about the regional finals. People are talking about Capcom Cup spawns.
After he blocked the Aegis, and now again EX headbutt wake up and still has that V trigger ready.
Am I gonna stream Injustice 2 PC beta? Yeah, I'll probably download it tonight.
That'll be it for the mirror.
Capcom Cup spawns, you have to remember that they're... Oh, Jesus Christ. Why straight fireball? This is probably the best counter to that. Yeah, there's a regional final exception rule that they didn't mention in there, but this is brutal. So, Dogura had a lot of weird drops here. Whoops. He had a lot of weird drops here. The second Aegis, he puts it out, and he has a shield here. I like that Problem didn't go into it.
Can he get there in time? Oh!
Counter hit. Straight fireball's a miss. This is the biggest weakness about standing light kick throw. We mentioned earlier that standing light kick throw is really strong because it's +2, and there's nothing you can do to reversal out of it with a button. You either have to tech, or, you know, backdash, or deal with the mix-up or whatever, right? The problem here is that if you get air reset, when you're whiffing the throw, you're actually in full recovery. So standing light kick in the throw is weak to backdash, and it's weak to jump. Anything that puts you airborne.
Taking round number 1.
And also, if the standing light kick hits, the throw will not work because you'll be 2+. So there are weaknesses to Urian's standing light kick throw. What a block.
There it is. Big damage. He got some V-meter.
A lot of grade damage too. Jesus, juggle, nice. I was talking to Problem about this. This is one thing that you're gonna hit Urian players with a lot is Bison. One of the biggest things about this matchup is you're gonna crush him airborne a lot. Here he was backdashing, but lots of Urian players will reversal headbutt. You guys have seen that, right? Lots of Urian players will reversal headbutt, and if you crush a headbutt, it'll be in the air, so you don't get the full combo you're looking for. So yeah, you have to be aware about airborne crush counters, and Bison really doesn't have good options for that.
Will he take the risk of being up close for ages?
Yes, he absolutely is. He's not worried about this. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, he's basically dead. There's almost nothing you can do here.
But he's right up close, and as a result, here's Aegis.
He didn't get the setup he wanted because of the distance. Good block.
Safety.
I'd just block and V reversal. Oh my god. Oh, he tried to V reversal. Man, Dogura's so bad that he's good.
Chance to seal it on the reset.
Good block.
And he put himself in the corner.
He has the B-skill still.
Dogura's so bad that he's good. That was one of those. I've definitely never seen someone be so bad that they're good this many times in a row. He tried to do the roundhouse, hit him airborne, so it splats him. He tries it again, he completely misses. He tried to V reversal it, and because Dogura missed, he got the EX fireball and Dogura kills him for it with the counter hit.
I don't think it's enough yet, but he has a chance to seal it on the reset.
Nice block, and he put himself in the corner.
He has the B-skill still.
Field C to activate, yes.
Still has B-skill. There it is.
The ball was
Armored out of there, nice work.
In front.
Ah, that's brutal.
Dogura didn't expect it. I wonder if that was partly opened up by Problem X consistently beforehand, just having done crouching shorts, right? Rather than
Yeah, all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan, huh?
Crossing to the other side is you just mash buttons.
What's he doing back there, clapping it up?
But that loses to the down short.
Yeah, and as you mentioned,
Yeah, his birdie is very rusty though. That's the problem.
a lot of Bisons just get obsessed with that once they activate it.
Yeah, exactly. EX stomp is what, -1?
Not dance.
Right. The problem
Oh,
is
where was the combo? He could have got a combo there instead of what he did.
training Dogura to not expect
Crushed him. Wow, he gets pieced out. Dogura just hits so many buttons. It's crazy.
all that red light.
Yeah, see, I told you. He just hits buttons like crazy. He doesn't care.
The way that Problem X is playing Bison.
Reversal buttons and throws and headbutts and like Dogura basically is always doing something on defense. He's always doing something.
Challenge that EX needs. Got a great hitbox on it, but one way to do it is with invincibility.
That EX Devil's reverse.
-2? Yeah, okay.
Punish.
Nice. Yes. And good punish too.
Oh, he is
And the
figuring some
reset.
stuff out right now. Problem X is understanding Dogura.
No, I didn't stream him playing at WSO. Counter hit confirm.
Dogura has to change
That's
it
one
up.
of the most important counter hit confirms. You know what's funny is that Urian's Crouching Fierce is so cheap. Because you never want to try to punish it normally. You see him wait because he was scared of the cancel.
No cancel.
Ooh, yeah.
You can't punish it normally. That's not a move that you'll ever see punished regularly. It's just, it doesn't work. You just have to respect the cancel. So you can't just hit a button and punish it.
All right, a little bit of stuff there. But Dogura needs to get into the corner.
A little bit of stuff. What do you mean? It was a trade off close Aegis. He tried to punish EX tackle into Aegis. He got counter hit sweep.
All right,
A little bit of stuff.
there, but Dogura needs to
What
get
does you mean a little bit of stuff, David?
He's gonna get a chance. Here comes Bison.
Counter hit, nice work.
Dogura needs one reset. Into what? What's the mix up here?
Just pressure.
What does a little bit of stuff mean?
Almost done here.
Oh, he was really looking for the throw bait. Yeah, he really, really, really wanted a throw bait. I actually can't believe Problem waited that long.
Up, he had threatened it. Problem X was just caught. He was frozen.
Last round, last game. Problem X and Dogura. See who can get.
Last round, last game, last new subscription. Thanks very much, homie. How you doing? 3 months in a row.
Start there, both playing.
Not even a Twitch Prime
You
sub?
know how key this round is.
Ooh, yeah, that was good. This is actually a very classic Urian strategy. If you want to play Urian, this is something you have to get good at. Tagging someone with a normal, and then back up, let them whiff their counter poke, and then EX tackle. It's a really good, it's like part of your game plan as you're in. You have to be good at that.
Save. Dogura, excellent pressure
Yeah, he's
right now,
plus there. You really can't do too much
maintaining
about it.
spacings.
You gotta respect the plus frames on charge fierce.
Trying to use that V reversal to lower the stun and try to get himself out of the
Roundhouse?
situation.
Yeah, he flew out. It was a good choice.
Flying out. Spend a bar.
I'd like him to just V skill those. As Dogura, I'd like him to just V skill.
Okay, here we go. This is where Problem X.
Dogura's always gonna do stuff, man. Told you.
Tackle.
Activate, you have to. Keep yourself safe.
Interrupted.
Yeah, check.
Advantage.
Reversal headbutt, man, it's really good.
Advantage again.
That was really close to not working out for him. Reversal headbutt is so strong. Because even if you are plus,
Interrupted.
or depending on the scenario, right? Reversal headbutt beats a lot of things there. He's only +1, and so if he does a real button, like if he does standing short, your headbutt will just get hit out of the air, and so he'll flip out. And what you can actually do is if he cancels into the orb, you can land and just EX headbutt through it. So it's like it's a very low risk option at -1.
Advantage. Will there be anything else here from Dogura? Advantage.
Did I see LATAM Cup? I did see it. Roundhouse is a little too slow. If he hit standing short, I think he would have won.
Last game again.
So Dogura in winners finals. Boom. Goichi's like, what's good? I'm about to body me some Justin Wong.